Okay, Oscar, that leads me to my next question. How many Prince Alberts have you done? How many times have you pierced a penis?
Are we talking about just Prince Albert's or the variety of other ones?
Everything. Let's get into the private part piercings.
It's really hard to put a number on it. Because I started piercing in the late 90s. Mm-hmm. So it was a lot of like enthusiasts and brand new enthusiasts. So like you would see like the same person a lot, like little by little, just like collecting a bunch, got to catch them all, it seemed. But now you don't really see as much. And I think that's partly because there's a lot of other options to get pierced at.
Yeah.
But like, not a lot of piercers are trained in genital work these days.
But you are.
Yeah.
Do you like doing them? Is it just part of the job? Is it like, really, dude? Be honest.
So being honest, it is part of the job.
Uh-huh.
It is 100% part of the job. Yeah. You're going to work on genitals.
Yeah.
If you're trained on working on genitals. And like, so again, we're going to talk about ethics.
Yeah.
Right. You're not going to do something you don't know how to do. And you're going to worry about like people getting things done that aren't great. So like, I see things come in from other studios where it's like, that shouldn't have happened. I'm so sorry. Like things that were done too thin, things that were done too small, things were done very crooked. Jewelry that just gets stuffed into somewhere. And this is on people's genitals.
Yeah.
So I take pride in the fact that like, I know where it should go. I know how it should be. I know what size it should be. And I'm going to make sure that it's done right.
Prince Albert, that's through the shaft or that's through the balls?
So the Prince Albert, it enters in the front of the urethra and just comes out the membrane at the bottom.
Phew.
Because the urethra runs along the underside of the penis.
Uh-huh.
So it's just very thin skin.
Now, are they like screaming when this happens?
You don't get a lot of screaming.
No.
No. If somebody makes noise, it is just because the entire thing is kind of terrifying to them. Mm-hmm. Because it is.
And how many would you say you've done since the 90s? Hundreds?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go with hundreds.
What about vagina piercings?
There's a lot of work we do on the vulva. Actually, like those might be a little more common than the
Prince Alberts?
Than male genital work.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's also going to depend on where you're at.
Yeah. What's the bar? Have you ever turned down a piercing request?
Yeah. Yeah, something's not going to work.
Besides that.
So, navel piercings.
Uh-huh.
About 50% of the requests don't have the anatomy suitable.
Is that like an innie-outie thing?
It starts there.
Okay.
And then it starts with, does it close or not when you sit?
Oh, really?
And then it goes into, does it flatten out when you lay down?
Oh.
So we take the three main positions that you live your life in.
Gotcha.
Standing, sitting, laying down. And then we need to see, like, at what point is there going to be enough stress on this to where it won't allow it to heal? Mm-hmm. Because if it doesn't heal, they're just going to have, like, a pretty ugly scar. Mm-hmm. And nobody deserves that. So if we have a way of kind of, like, seeing, like, will this work for you or not? And if it won't, it's best not to have somebody spend a bunch of money and time just to have a scar.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, now I remember what my other question was when it came to the Prince Albert was, do you have to be erect when or what's the protocol with that?
The shorter answer is no. The funnier answer is, would you be able to maintain one?
If I was in the middle of a piercing tattoo shop,
Somebody's coming at you with a sharp.
with a sharp,
Would you be able to stay erect?
no, probably not.
Yeah, no. No. It's
I don't know, maybe they're playing some Bonnie Rotten in the background or something.
There's no. It's not going to work for most people because ultimately, like when you put jewelry into somebody, you can't measure somebody flaccid and expect that to fit at erect. So you have to kind of like either get the erect measurement and then add space for swelling, or you
That's
squish
kind of a
and
motherfucker though, because it's a lot of room to play with for some people, right?
It's a lot of room to play with for some people, yeah.
So that's kind of a.
So ultimately, you have to have like a range of things because because people can overswell. Some people very famously, I've never had a piercing that I have not overswelled.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, this should be enough room for most normal human beings. And then, 3-4 days later, it's like, I need longer.
Yeah.